Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Gibbs now from the gun. Rolling into enemy territory. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
60 Eagles, 6. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Now he's past the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Flowers now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a give on the counter. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On the jump.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Space on the right, and he's got room. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The right side, Nolan has it. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
To the air on 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
They'll work against the blitz. Escapes the pocket. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Flowers now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. Massive hits. The ball's out. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
So crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go.
Pass play coming here. Complete out to the right. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. Fourth down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. And they're going for this. Throw is caught by the back. That's the first and more past midfield. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Looking to throw here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a second quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Flowers now to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60, let go.
They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll run. Winning their full steam ahead, but ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He's running with it. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go, set.
They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw it here on first. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment.
Ready.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready.
He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
6-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready.
From the red zone now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. The 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco.
I gotta believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick, it was a pick 6.
Lions 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He fields it from the 8. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
On the ready.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Taken in by Williams outright. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
First down from the 42. Throwing now off the play action. Connects with the open man downfield. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal. 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 1
They go play action on first down. And the Lions are there to bring him down. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. They're going to throw out of the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he loses it on the hit. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Well, partner, those halftime adjustments they had planned on offense. Hold on, let me just crack it open here and throw those right out the window.
That's such a bummer. You do spend those rapid minutes in the halftime locker room getting everybody on the same page. Hey, here we go. Here's our plan. Here's our new script.
Yep.
And instead, that script, well, it's rewritten. Now the defense got to respond.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
30-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, sack. 70 Timberwolf.
Throwing from the gun here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last day 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Flowers now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Cut out left. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Coming right is Gibbs. Trying to find his way back to the middle, but he stopped after a yard. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is third.
Throw here, 3rd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go. Go.
They'll go play action. Headed out right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Rick Martin making that play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. He's dropping back to throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. 4th down, pass coming. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. This is a heater going deep. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Dump off, caught by his back. He's out near midfield and still going. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage. break the huddle. It's second down now.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Third and long for him here. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Handoff down to the receiver. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
41, Lions 14.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This will be cut by Watkins. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing off the play fake. He's on target, Watkins. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions putting up points in a game decided. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position. I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Oh, my! It's intercepted in the end zone! And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Will take over first and 10.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Go! Ready?
Drive begins with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pass play now. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Brings up
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Get it!
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hauled in left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Jameer Gibbs.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go, here we go! Like it! Ready?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on.